Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crawler Theory, Episode 5. What is going on? I am your host, Itsy Bitsy 30. Thank you for joining me on this fine, beautiful morning as we talk about and cover topics such as therein and thereof. I'm joking. But today we are going to be talking about being an inspiration, living life as an inspiration. What does that look like? What does that mean? Maybe be a little bit more inspired than we were before. Whether you're a content creator or not, I think these things can apply to you. So once you grab your coffee, come on in, and join me on this fantastic morning as we start episode 5 of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope everyone's doing well this morning. I hope y'all are bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as they say. If not, that's okay. I'm still sipping on my coffee as well, so don't be misconceived here. I'm not this awake normally just yet. So as you can see, this is a little bit different than what I've done before because we do not have a guest today for today's podcast episode. And that's because I've been absolutely running wild. All right, running wild this week. So we've had a lot of stuff go on for our home, maintenance issues. And then my other job has been just absolutely full-time, so it's just been absolutely mayhem around here. But nonetheless, I wanted to, occasionally do a solo podcast. Feels a little weird. I'm not going to lie. All right, feels a little weird to not have a guest. However, I think that running this show just for the next half hour, I wasn't going to do an hour and a half episode like I normally do with a guest because I don't know if I have enough to cover. This is going to be like a solo bitsy Crawler Theory pick-me-up podcast, if you will. All right, so bear with me here. But as I said, beginning of the podcast, live life as an inspiration. All right, that could mean a lot of actual things. But I just kind of want to break down as I was processing what I wanted to talk about on the show today. I honestly didn't know where I was going to start, but I knew I wanted to kind of bring up another, maybe change of mindset, change of emotion. And like I said, whether you're a content creator or not, you as a person inspire and change the lives of the people around you, right? By being who you are, just for who you are, nobody else. All right. And we're gonna. So I started taking some notes. I have three actually four, but the fourth one is kind of like a given because it's gonna be a little bit similar to the title. However, in my mind, I was thinking, what does it mean to live life as an inspiration? Okay, this is coming from a personal standpoint, but also as a content creator. So be true, be genuine, be kind, and then we'll get to the last one at the end. All right. So a lot of these, I hear some other podcasts and what have you, and this is not new information, right? But I do think that people need a refresher on, what it truly feels like to be unique and inspirational in your own way to the people around you, because so many times in our everyday busy lives, there's just it's just me, I'm just gonna what power do I have over changing someone's day? What power do I have to make a difference? The world is so big, it's just me, but if you kind of start breaking it down, everyone has friend groups, everyone has family, relatives, fellow communities, their own community if you're a streamer. But if not, just family, friends, and things that you watch and partake in, right? You have sport groups and all this stuff. And believe it or not, I have had this reminiscing thought of I am watched in a good way, not a freaky way. I am watched more than I give credit to, right? People watch me more than I give myself credit to. And it's not supposed to be some like crazy like boasting fact. It's just kind of a reality, right? When I go to work at the car wash, there's some people that look up to me. There's some people that want what I have. There's some people that wish, they were progressed in life as far as me. And meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, man, I don't have this. I don't have that. I just, all doom and gloom. And yet my life is an example of what other people are aspiring to be. Right. So it's this weird, just take a moment and pause and realize that quite possibly you are way more ahead than you give yourself credit to. But what are you going to do with that? Right. Are you going to just, be the doom and gloom? Always, like, it's fine to have goals. Right. I'm not talking about not having goals. But realizing that because people look up to you, because you have something that people want, quite possibly, whether that's a character trait, a lifestyle, something in your life, what is it? And you can make an impact if you open up your eyes to the people around you, their mentalities, their emotions, their livelihoods. Start a conversation. Start a conversation. Find out what they're all about. What are they doing? How are they feeling? It's been some of the most unique opportunities to talk with people. This past week, even at the car wash job, my assistant manager and I have, in the lulls, because, as cars come in, we, service, check them in. But when there's lulls in the day, we just start talking, right? And most of the time it is talking about our everyday. Hey, how do you do this? Hey, how do you and your wife resolve conflict, right? We go deep into this stuff, right? And all of a sudden, before you know it, we're talking about each other's lives, sharing tips and tricks and this and that. And, like, she's extremely attentive to the things that I say and the things that I share once she asks them, because she really wants to know what is going on in the mind process of Max as he's going throughout the day, as he's working. And, one of the questions she asks is, why are you so happy? Why are you so smiley happy? Right. So, and it's very gripping in the way that you could take opportunity to actually change people's perspective about your everyday life, right? So people look up to you. And the impact that you have, quite literally expands over just yourself, right? So be true to who you are. This is one of the things I wrote down. Be true to who you are, which is the best version of you. There's no one else exactly like you. Your friend groups are around you for a reason. You have the family that you do for a reason. And even within a family dynamic, there will be people that covet what you have and are watching you behind the scenes without telling you, oh, I watch how you live life, and either approve this and disapprove that. Believe me, I've been down that road. All right. But no matter what, be true to who you are. And that goes a long way. More and more, I find that when I'm out and about as a gamer and non-gamer out in the world, yes, I leave my house from time to time, I find that there are a lot of fakeness or fake people, but a lot of fakeness out in our culture. All right, you have the Instagram wannabes, you have the entertainers, you have Hollywood, you have, governments, politics, you have so many things. And quite a few of them are not as authentic as they really say. All right. So sometimes you really have to go digging for the thing that which you want. If you want real, genuine friends, you got to be the self, because it starts with you. You got to be the self that attracts those people, genuine people around you. Right? My dad has always said, you're the sum of the friends that you hang out with. And I'm sure that many dads have said this, but my dad said this to me growing up as a teenager. And it kind of made sense at the time. It didn't really make sense. But now that I'm much older, and I process those things every once in a while, something my dad has said will pop into my brain. I'm like, okay. I'm seeing some value in that. But I really do pay attention to the group of people and friends, IRL and online, that I surround myself with. And a lot of it has to do with surrounding yourself with people, attracting those people that will quite literally sometimes lift you up throughout your everyday, but also keep up with you as your friends. Genuine interest in yourself, right? I'm the type of person that I'll hit up a friend after 4 months of not talking to them because I suddenly miss them, right? And be like, oh my God, I haven't talked to so and so. I'm gonna go text them, right? You'll find that a lot of people don't do that. And that's just a very simple loyalty-driven thing that I want reciprocated in people that I chase after, right? If you're a friend in my friend group, I want you to be active in my life because I'm sure as hell going to be wanting to be participating in your life, right? Without overstepping the bounds, right? I'm not going to be like this clingy person. However, I'm going to follow up with you. I'm going to ask the, deeper questions. If there's something happening in your workplace or if there's something, big life event happening, I'm going to chase you down and be like, hey, did this happen? What's going on here? Did you get the job? Did you do this? How's your puppy? Whatever the case might be, genuine. Okay. Down to earth. And that starts with yourself. Moving down the line, my second point would be, you know what? I covered like 2 in 1. Genuine. So be true, be genuine, is the second point that I had written down while thinking about what I wanted to talk on the podcast about. And that goes hand in hand. If you are a true, down to earth, relatable personality, you will attract very similar personalities back. Right? I'm not going to be attracting the people that are I had a phrase in my mind and I was just like trying to formulate the thought there. But I'm going to attract the people that are in similar lifestyles as well, because I want to always be progressing and aspiring, I believe is the right word, to the next step, the higher form of myself in where I see my life going. And that includes having like some older friends as well. Having some older friends that are, man, I probably have, like, as it stands now, especially on my online community, I have a lot of my dad's age friends online that I talk to and relate to, and we talk life and we play games and, that sort of stuff. But there is something to be said about definitely having a wider range of ages in your friend group. Because you start learning and picking up some things, some do's, some don'ts, and definitely some learned mistakes along the way that they might have gone through and you could share yours, but knowing and understanding and conversing with those people, those friends, especially of the older age group, definitely makes you wiser. Definitely expands your mind a little bit more of the decision-based making that your or decision making. Did I say that right? I probably effed that up, but decision making for yourself, constantly learning, constantly progressing. And you really got to picture, at least for me, picture what is that, even if it's a shorter goal, what is the goal in your life that you're trying to achieve, and who's going to help you get there, right? Because staying in the same spot, you're not going to progress. And you could quite literally surround yourself with those types of friends and family, which have the mindsets and personalities that will not progress you in the direction that you want to go. And that's really profound and very important along your journey. Like I said, this is coming from me personally as a person, but also as a personality and a streamer, a small business owner, having streamed for the past 7 years. I've come across the paths of many people. And quite literally within a week, some of them were so toxic. I was like, yeah, no, can't. I just can't. And then a lot more of the genuine ones, they have seen value in me and what I've done and what I am doing, and they have stuck around throughout the years, quite literally, 5, 6, 7 years. And that says something. That really says something. So always picture where even if it's a small step, where are you going and who's going to help you get there in the best way possible, not using and abusing friendships, not, using your friends for your own benefit. But I'm talking the real encouragement, the real mindset changers, the real the people that are going to follow up with you on your worst days, on your average days, and are going to encourage the heck out of you, on your best days. So be true, be genuine. And you know what? This is a no-brainer. Be kind, right? I mean, a small act of kindness, you guys, goes such a long way, right? I mean, my current job is just like, oh, you don't know what how a smile changes someone's day. A little bit cheesy, I know, but you know what? It's kind of true. There's been people that come through the car wash and they have just had like real crappy attitudes. And man, it's, I greet them, smile with them, and they say, you're the first person that smiled at me today. And that changes some things. All right. You get to be kind to other people, to your friends, your family, your friend groups. And like I said, it's like a no-brainer. It's not like I'm creating right now this portal of scientifically, ornate NASA science, rocket science here. Be kind. It's most often the things that are the smallest of actions that make the biggest rippling effects in people's lives. And I find that really true. The people that I come in contact with, some people want to be stubborn and not kind and non-smiling whatsoever when they wake up. They choose violence from the time that they get up from their pillow. You know what I'm saying? So those people, you can't really do anything about them. But always look for an opportunity to be kind. Always look for an opportunity to smile, to give an encouraging word, it goes a long way. I have had so many doubts in my mind some days before stream. And I start stream anyway. And it has been my online community that comes through and is just, you know what? You're struggling today. And that is okay. we're gonna still love on you. We're gonna still love you. We're still going to encourage you. We're still gonna show up. We're still going to watch. And they really know the need of what I'm experiencing throughout the day. Those are true and genuine people that I have surrounded myself with, and the community that I have grown in the same mindset, because my God, I want to do that on an everyday basis to them, whether it's entertainment or a kind word or encouraging them in some way. But my goodness, do they do it back? And it is the most uplifting thing, right? An act of kindness. Be kind, smile, encourage, right? It doesn't take a whole lot of effort. If you're going to say something negative, it's probably going to be just as equally amount of words to say something positive as it does negative, right? And that changes the structure of the atmosphere and the mood of everything going forth, whether day, week, month, and going on into your goals. Excuse me. So those are the three like kind of main points. I don't want to harp on it too much. I know that they're a little bit more basic concepts, if you were. But honestly, I felt like I still needed to say it out into the internet space, say it out for this podcast, for my community, heck, even for myself. All right. I need these reminders as well. So be true, be genuine, be kind. And then the last one I kind of added is a little bit cheesy, so bear with me. The title of the podcast was Live as Inspiration. I said, be inspirational. Yeah, I know. Groundbreaking. I know. You got to, slow down. But kind of putting everything together is think outside of the box, be inventive, be collaborative, have brainstorming sessions, have out-of-the-box conversations, live life to the fullest with no regrets. And, be inspirational. That is, as corny as it is, that's kind of the legacy I want to be leaving behind, especially on in this internet realm. I want to have inspired someone to start streaming. I want to have inspired someone to start their own small business. I want to have inspired someone to play a game or reinstall a game, find a new friend, talk with their family, even though that could be like one of the hardest things, is just living life as an inspiration. It's kind of the legacy that I want to be leaving behind. Living a lifestyle that is really of good rapport, if that's the right word. I'm like struggling with the vocabulary apparently this morning. But be upright, be upstanding, and you might change someone's life. You might change their mindset. You might change the direction and course in the upcoming months for them, in the upcoming weeks. But be out of the box. Don't get stagnant. Don't get stale. As much as life can be a rut and, just live day in, day out. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I showed up. Oh, I'm here. Oh, I showed up. Say something different. You know what I mean? Like this just kind of popped into my brain. There's so many people that say the same thing, right? We're trained in society to be saying the same thing. Oh, how are you? Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Busy. I'm good. I'm busy. I'm good. Okay, well, I'm glad that you're good. I have no idea what I'm busy means. It means nothing to me because I don't even know what you do, right? Say something different. Be different. Break out of the norm. Don't say the same thing all the time. Be creative, be inventive, be a little bit out of the box. Because that becomes stagnant within itself. That becomes very muddied, a more muddied version of you, right? If you say the same thing over and over and over again, that can be translated as disgenuine. If you show up and the coworkers, I have coworkers, similar to this and have had, but they people show up and, hey, how are you? How's your morning going? You grab your coffee and, have your banana muffin, have some eggs. Oh, I'm good. I'm all right. I'm here. It's just like, oh, can we say something different? So I'm not like harping on that negative aspect. I'm just saying, what if we just expanded our mind a little bit more? What if we expanded our groove a little bit more? Try something different, said a little something different, and be true, be genuine, be kind, think outside of the box. You might just be the next inspiration for the people around you. I hope that this podcast, I kind of just wanted to do a 30-minute segment. Hopefully this was, like I said, it wasn't going to be groundbreaking, but I really do hope that it changed some sort of mentality, kind of shook you up a little bit, and gave you the inspiration that you needed to try something new, get out there, be the best version of you. And, you never know the people that you might find, the friends that you might find, the opportunities to talk, chat, and inspire someone else might be right around the corner. So, our half hour is up. I hope that you guys have a fantastic rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen. As I always get into a rut, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Right? It's my thing. Don't come at me. All right. I love y'all. I'll see you in stream later. I hope that everyone has a fantastic rest of their day. All right. We're going to be playing some good games later on. Hopefully you guys could join in. I'll see you next time. Thank you for joining me for the number 5 podcast episode. I tried something new, something different. Just a solo 30-minute little inspiration piece from yours truly, Bitsy, on the internet space. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And we will see you later.